Dozens of cafes, pubs and restaurants, as well as several councils, have stepped in to offer free school meals for children in England during half-term after the government refused to fund them. The footballer Marcus Rashford, who's campaigned on the issue, says he will continue to press the government to change its mind and offer free meals during school holidays. Here's our education correspondent, Elaine Dunkley.
In towns, villages and cities across the country, cafes, restaurants and pubs volunteering to feed the most vulnerable children. This cafe is offering a free hot meal to children who need it during the half-term holiday.
I think I have to do my bit for community. And we got customers coming in giving us supermarket voucher to use for next week. We had customer who came and paid for food without taking it and said you can use the money for next week.
Marcus Rashford hasn't been able to convince the government to extend the free school meal voucher scheme that provided food over the summer holidays. But his campaign has had a huge impact, and he has this message for his critics.
I know for sure that a lot of them speak in the way that they're speaking. It's so insensitive about the issue, and they've definitely not been through it themselves. So for me, it's, I'll take that all day long, as long as we start to see improvements going forward for the people that are in need of it now.
The government says that it is providing an additional £63 million to local authorities to support vulnerable families. And some councils have now said that they will provide food vouchers over the holidays.
A lot of my family's on minimum wage. They already struggle.
At Poplar Street Primary School in Audenshaw, half-term is about to begin.
Look how many bed bags have you done?
And children are being sent home with food parcels. How much pressure has this pandemic put on families?
I'm seeing a 50% increase in the numbers of children who are now entitled to a benefits-related free school meal. That means an awful lot of families that weren't asking for that or weren't entitled to it are now entitled to it. Those people were working before the pandemic. That pandemic has caused hardship on a scale that I don't think this country's seen since wartime.
Thank you. That's fantastic.
Are you going to be okay?
Kylie, like many parents, is worried. Her family are relying on this donation.
Usually they're at school most of the day, so you don't have to worry about meals, feeding them at home. You only have to worry about yourself. It's been really hard during the lockdown, and school have been fantastic. They've helped us with food goods. You all right with them? Ready? Let's go.
For some families, difficult times are ahead. But Marcus Rashford says he'll continue uniting people to fight food poverty. Elaine Dunkley, BBC News.